St. Paul founded the Christian community at Corinth. Corinth was a very metropolitan area. You could find anything there, probably like we can find in New York or Los Angeles today. The people were very worldly wise. There was some Greek philosophy, but it was mostly very worldly people. So it was amazing that Paul could convert some of them to Christianity, and it wasn't surprising that after he did, some of them fell away. The cross of Christ is the stumbling block. The cross of Christ. He says in the reading here that the wisdom of God seems like foolishness to the world. St. Thomas Aquinas said that we think things are foolish if we don't understand them. Like in the 19th century, if somebody told you that men would, in this century, fly in spacecrafts up to the moon, you'd say they were crazy. That's impossible. And here we are, a long time after that, it has happened. But we don't believe it because we can't understand it. The gospel can be just like that. Why would you follow a man who was spat at and mocked and crucified by some puny governor in a desolate place of the Roman Empire? Why would we follow him? Paul says, because we preach Christ crucified, the wisdom of God, the wisdom of God. God can do anything, and he can take this two simple things like bread and wine, which we'll do at the altar, and turn them into his own body and blood. God can do that. And when we receive that body and blood, it's not us who takes it into ourselves. Christ assimilates himself and becomes one with us. And what a marvelous mystery that is, but a marvelous reality that the Lord is so close to us. God's foolishness the foolishness of God is wiser than human wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than human strength. When we are weak, we have Christ to give us strength. When we don't understand, we have the wisdom of Christ to teach us. And so today we thank God for the church and for all that he's done for us through the church. We just ask him to help us to be faithful. The 10 virgins in the gospel were those who were wise, were prepared to meet the bridegroom. Again, it's like the gospel's been all week. Be prepared to meet Christ. Be prepared to meet God. And we may question why they did not share with those who didn't bring any oil. The point, I think, here is that they could not share what they had because their personal relationship with God is theirs. And I can't share my relationship with God with you. You can't share yours with mine. I can't give you any of the grace that I have. I can pray for you. I can do so many things for you. And you can do so many things for me. But the point is that only we can do the things God set us to do in this world. No one else can pray for me. Pray the prayers that God wants me to pray. No one else can do the good things that I do except me. And we can all say that. And so it's important to realize we're each important to God. And we cannot be foolish like these who had no oil, but we must strengthen our relationship with God by doing what he called us to do. Then we'll be ready to meet him. Let us stand and offer our prayers and petitions.